Hi, good morning, boys and girls. It is a great day for another lesson, isn't it? So today we're going to talk about patience. And I'm Miss Carol, and I have a new friend here for you. This is Leo. Say hi, Leo. So Leo is so excited to be with us today. So Leo, today we're going to talk about patience. What do you think patience is? Oh, Leo has a story to share with us. Tell us your story, Leo. Yesterday, he was at the grocery store with his mama. What happened at the store? He said that his mama was going up and down every single aisle trying to find perfect healthy food for him. And what did you do, Leo? Well, he got a little bit bored. So in order to pass the time, he kept using his imagination and thinking about books that he was going to read when he got home. So how did that work for you? He said it helped the time go by really fast. Great job, Leo. So who can tell me about a time when they were patient? Yeah, lately we've had to learn a lot about patience, haven't we? Because time's a little bit different now, isn't it? We don't get to go out and play with our friends like we used to. And if we do, we have to wear a mask. We don't even get to come to church like we used to and do circle time. And I know that I really miss that. So we're having to be patient during this time, aren't we? So why is it important for us to be patient? So it feels a little bit nicer when we're patient, isn't it? So what happens when we're not patient? Yeah, sometimes we can get a little bit grumpy, can't we? I know I can sometimes. How do you think other people around us feel when we're grumpy and not being patient? Do you think they like it? Yeah, I don't think people around us like it when we're grumpy. I don't like it when I'm grumpy either. So does not being patient, does that help the situation? Yeah, I don't think being grumpy and not being patient helps very much, does it? So Leo already told us his story about how to be patient. So what are some other ways that we can practice patience? Yeah, like what Leo did, he used his imagination, and we can also actually just read a book. We can do puzzles. We can sing songs. That helps to be patient sometimes too. So you know what? I have a song about patience right now we can sing. It's like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. Yes, I know that good will come, because in God it's already done. I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. Yeah, and sometimes singing songs kind of help us to slow down. So I'm going to teach you the song to you. It's almost like an affirmation. I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. Let's say that together. I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. Okay, I'm going to set Leo down for just a little bit. So let's sing that song again while we go into our meditation time and our quiet time. I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. Yes, I know that good will come, because in God it's already done. I am patient, I can wait, for my good will not be late. For my good will not be late. So let's close our eyes and take some deep breaths. And let's just go and have some quiet time right now, okay? I know you're being so patient during quiet time. Okay, so let's open our eyes. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you again. Oh, it feels so nice when we're quiet, doesn't it? It feels nice and relaxing. So now I'm going to tell you another story about patience. This is a story from the Bible. It's a story about a man named Noah and an ark that he built. So let's look at the story. So Noah, he lived a long, long time ago. And Noah liked to sit quietly and listen. He listened to the wind and the sounds of nature and the sounds of his family laughing as they worked together. So Noah and his family had a really good life. And one day when Noah was listening, he had a strong idea to build a big boat. He was going to call this boat an ark. And he knew that this idea came from God. So he called his family together and he told them his idea. His family was surprised. His wife said, "That sounds pretty crazy to me." His children said, "That sounds hard. How are we ever going to do that? Why are we going to do that?" And Noah said, one day there's going to be a really, really big rain. And everyone's going to need to help to build this boat. So his family started working to build this boat. And they called the boat an ark. So when the ark was being built, the villagers started laughing at Noah's family. And they said, "There's no water to put the boat in." The villagers, they didn't know it was going to be a big, big rainfall. But Noah and his family kept working. I wonder how Noah's family felt when the villagers were making fun of them and laughing. Yeah, I don't think they felt too good either. Then Noah called his family again one day. And he looked at the sky and he said, "Oh my goodness, it is about to rain. There's one last thing we must do. We must collect all the animals and put them inside the ark. Hurry." So his children started to call all the animals and put them on the boat. They called the zebras and the elephants and the giraffes. What other animals do you think went on the boat? Yeah, pigs, dogs, and cats. And soon the boat was really crowded. And as soon as Noah closed the door, a huge clap of thunder was heard. Can we make that sound together? Clap your hands, just like thunder. And then the wind blew loudly. Can you make a blowing sound like the wind? And then the rain began to fall. Can you make a sound like rain? You can pat your legs to make it sound like rain. And the rain kept falling drop by drop until the boat started to move and the wind howled and the rain pounded and the boat rocked. Can you rock from side to side? And the rain went on for a very, very long time. I wonder how Noah's family felt being on the boat for such a long time. I bet they had to be patient, didn't they? I wonder what jobs they had on the boat. Yeah, Bet they still had to make their bed every morning and clean their room. Do you think they got tired of doing that? I think they did. So I wonder how the animals slept on the boat. Yeah. What do you think it smelled like on the boat? Yeah, I don't think it smelled too good. Do you? So I know that everybody was so anxious to get off the boat, but there was nowhere to get off because they were at sea. There was no land anywhere. So one day, finally, the boat was calm. Yay, said the family. Yay, we can get out now. Oh, but there still wasn't any land. Oh, so Noah pushed the window open and all he saw was water. So he sent a dove's like a little bird, to go out and find dry land. So one day the bird flew out, then it came back because there was no land for the bird to stay on. So he sent the bird back out again. The bird came back again because there was no land to land on. So one day Noah sent the bird out and the bird didn't come back. That's when he knew that there was land. So one day the boat landed on top of a mountain and all the water is gone. And a rainbow came from the sky. So Noah's family got out and they were so happy to finally be on the land. How do you think they felt? Oh, I know they felt so good. Just like we will one day when we're back in church. So let's talk about that a little bit. I wonder, why was Noah building an ark when nobody else was? Yeah, they must not have heard God talking to them. So why was Noah able to hear what God told him to do? Yeah, Noah was listening. Kind of like how we have our quiet time, and during quiet time we can listen to God and we can hear what God says. I wonder how it felt to have people make fun of you for doing something that God said to do. Yeah, I don't think they felt very good. It's not very nice to make fun of other people, is it? I wonder how long it took to build such a big boat. I bet it took a lot of patience and probably took a really long time, huh? What do you think about gathering all those animals? How long do you think that took? Yeah, it probably took a long time to find them all. They had to find dogs and cats and what else? Lions and zebras and giraffes and elephants too. There's a lot of animals to gather. How do you think Noah and his wife had patience? Sometimes, grown-ups by doing chores, that kind of helps them to pass the time sometimes. And how do you think that children did? How did Noah's children pass the time? Yeah, maybe there were books back then. Maybe they bought some books or some toys on the boat. And I'm sure they played with each other. If you have a brother or sister, you can play with them, right? Or if you don't, then you can play with your mommy or daddy. Or sometimes we have a couple of friends who might be able to see if it's safe at that time. I wonder how the animals did on the boat. How do you think the animals did? They could have fought with each other. They had to, break them up. But probably after a long time, they probably got used to being with each other in that big boat, huh? And they probably learned how to live with each other. Did it ever rain when you wanted to go outside and play? I know I like to play in the rain sometimes. It's fun. It's fun playing in the rain, isn't it? But sometimes if it's raining too hard, it's safer to stay inside. So what are some things that we can do inside when it's raining? Maybe we can read books. We can play with our toys. We can play with our moms and dads. We can do puzzles. There's so many things that we can do inside, isn't it? So now you knew a lot of things to do to be patient, right? So I'm sure that during this week coming up, you're going to find lots of ways to be patient. So Leo, how did you like that story? He liked it too. Okay, boys and girls, it's been so great seeing you today. And it's been great sharing the story with you. So let's be patient and have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.